Ogun State, yeah, is going to be an interesting electioneering process. Ogun State, relatively known for peaceful election. In the past, we've not been having any major problems. So though we have different parties, different ideologies and so, but Ogun State is always very equal. So we're expecting a peaceful election.
I can say that you are a personality from the grassroots. You've been able to transverse, navigate from the grassroots now going to the peak. Can you just give us just a short introduction of yourself while you are growing up?
Yeah, well, thank you. I was born into a progressive family of late Chief Honorable Moses Akinde, the first legislature of Ogun State, 1979-23. So I was born 14 September 1972. I attended local school, Ebado North Local Government, now presently Yewa North Local Government Primary School. Then I moved on to Comprehensive High School at Yetoro, that was between 1985 to 1991, where I left for a technical school for technical courses. So, getting there, there's a jigule between Laro and Papa. So I was enrolled in 1992 when I finished my secondary school. So many people say, why are you in technical school? You're very brilliant when we were in school. I said, no, let me have the technical orientation. But heading to school then, I noticed that that place is like hell. It's like hell. Instead of us to be in class, we'll be outside thrashing the bushes, making ridges, farm work, whereas we're supposed to face our technical course. I said, no, I can't continue with this. I left for a real practical technical orientation, where I learned electrical for 2 years, electronics for 3 years, and now I became the full technician of my own. Then having done that, I realized that without education, you cannot move fast. So I went back to school. I left school, secondary school, 1991. So I went back to school 1998. So I started with the Polytechnic in Calabar. That's OND, upper credit. Then when I finished,
Of course.
business administration, business studies. I studied business studies, national.
After transverses, technical
administration, yeah. Because I still use the money because there's nobody to sponsor me. So because all I've been part-time all over. All I've been part-time. When I work, I'll go there, do this, do that, go back to school, Friday, Saturday, sometimes Sunday. Then that's how I've been able to manage myself. And so later I went to University of Nigeria, Nsukka, where I studied management between 2003 to 2008 and 2009. It's part-time. So then I left. I did my professional courses in personnel and industrial relations at Charter Institute of Personnel Management. I was inducted 2014 also. Then after that, I moved to Agowe, Olabisi Onubanjo University, where I did my master's with my wife. Did our master at the same time. We drove to school together.
Married then?
Yes, I was married 2010.
So when did you meet your wife?
In school, we met in school. We met in University of Nigeria, Nsukka. Yes.
Is it Yoruba?
No, from East. From Abia State, yes.
Oh, beautiful.
From Abia State. He's from Ohafia local government. Abriba precisely. So we got engaged then after the school. We finished 2008, so we were there 2010. Then we did our masters together. Then after I said, no, let me move on to PhD. I'm not going to waste time because I've missed it at the age of 45 because of part-time and wasting of time, waiting for result and all those stuff. So at the end of it, I said, no, I'm not going to public school again. Let me go to private. So as well, we have it. I enrolled 2023. And by God's grace, this time next year I should be out of that university as a PhD.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
So while doing this, do you still engage in politics?
I admire three things in my life: my personal self, politics, and academics. My wife knows that. When it comes to my personal self, she don't joke with it. When it comes to academics, she have to run away. And when it now comes to politics, I say just leave my husband. Don't see any politics. So those are the three things I really, really cherish much in my life. And till today, I see.
So what really attracted you to politics?
Yeah, as I said, I was born into it. I was born into it. My father had been a renowned politician even during what do they call it then? During Wettier time. These are Awolowo days of action group and all this stuff. So it was well known. He burned his houses then during the Wettier time. So many of his houses were burned down. So we were born during that period immediately after that crisis. So he never allowed us to join politics anyway. So he don't want any of his children to join politics. After his demise 2008, he said, no, somebody needs to. He said, no, somebody needs to join politics, no matter what it takes. Though our father said, don't join politics, I said, no, I have to. I think I'm the only one active in politics among us.
So have you been finding politics interesting?
Yes.
All the negative or all the bad experiences you had while doing that?
My politics is very interesting. I'm seeing politics as going to play game, maybe playing football field and cricket.
Yes.
Will keep you busy. It keep you busy, keep your life going. No boring time. There will be one activity or the other. So you get yourself engaged. I travel down from school, travel down to the village and all those things. Actively participate in politics. I never regret politics.
So while you are in PDP, what's happening?
Yeah, as I said, I was born into a progressive family. I started with a progressive family 2014 when Governor Mosu then pushed Oshoba out of ACN then. So we joined him in SDP. So I contested for House of Assembly election, the 2014 primary, which I won the election. Then if I must remain election, they said, no, you have to withdraw. So why would I withdraw? Why would I withdraw? For who? Why? Is it money? Is it academics? Is it age? I never see the reason why I should withdraw. And at last, our former Governor Shoba called us and said, no, your dad, your father, listen to me. Why are you not listening to me? You have to listen to me. So, okay. I hands up. Then I resigned and I now transfer my. So then I said, no, I'm not going with progressive again. Let me go to any other thing. So that's why I parted away with them in 2012. So to PDP. Getting to PDP, we are warmly received, very noble party, bold, but
PDP was in power in the state then?
No, PDP wasn't in power then.
Okay.
PDP wasn't in power. I joined in 2020.
Okay.
I wasn't in power. I made the party not a bad thing, and they encouraged us to, those are things that drove us away from the progressive then. They try to adjust their own and make it all inclusive and all this. So we enjoyed it. Where I contested for chairmanship election during the crisis of Senator Kashamu and Reguladi Adebutu then. When I got the ticket under Reguladi Adebutu ticket, then the OG said, no, we are not going to recognize your group. It's only the Kashamu group we knew as the authentic group. I went there again, I got the ticket again, and then I contested. Even when they say no election, the date to election, I said no, there will be election. So we thank God at last I came second on the election. And then we've been together until recently, last month, when I switched back to progressive.
That means you've been trained in PDP, enjoying your stay there.
Yes, very good.
Most of the election contested for the warning. So why did you move to the progressive, as you say?
Yes. As I told you, I never regretted any of my action in PDP. I loved it. It's a very loving party, homely. But looking at it, we have been in opposition for long, and we now notice that PDP has been factionalized at the national level. Then we were factionalized at the state level then too, but I think we'll be able to manage it till this moment. But at the national level now, PDP is not friendly. And I can bet you, I doubt if PDP will ever come out of it in this 2027. So this 2027 is going to be turbulent for PDP, and we are not seeing any light at the end of the tunnel for PDP in this 2027. Because as we are even seeing it now, anybody that contests under PDP, even if he wins, if the person he or she wins, technically he might be knocked out by cops. Technically. Because the way they are playing for them, the game they are playing now, they are not playing a very good game for them. Do you remember what happened in Zamfara State then? Where one of the party members took after winning all the state by all the positions by APC then, and the technicality came in and they knocked all of them out. So it was even PDP that took second that came up then. So we are seeing something similar coming for PDP. We are not going to.
Okay, you are into NSTV, the program Political Temperature in Ogun State. The interactive chatting with Honorable Akinde, Kehinde on the build-up in political atmosphere in Ogun State, and he's been ditching out to us information that it's just bringing in from his pocket, and he's still going to tell us more. So we're just going to go to a short break now. After, we're going to now analyze the Ogun State politics. How is it going to be in 2027?
Thank you.
Sure, yeah, I'm trying to do.
Thank you, sir. No problem. Okay, I've taken enough there. I've taken enough after I was outside. Thank you, sir. Don't take out things like that. You can't just overlook and say nothing there. You're coming on that ground, grooming the ground. So with what is happening now, a very good party, sensitive party should raise up for incompetence. So we shouldn't take it like it's going to one party. The Nigerian politics can never. Because if you look at it now, the APC really showed off the aspirants. So many people want to protest for Senate, so many want to protest for Senate, rep, and so if the election comes, you don't be surprised that some of them, if they don't get what they want, they will move. Some of them, if they don't get the ticket which they are expecting, some of them will switch to this opposition. And so the APC now, in the majority, need to manage, if not well managed, if not by the which is not going to help anybody.
So the way it's going now, a lot of people they want to be on the winning party.
Yes,
which
outside.
Which if not well managed.
If not well managed. Don't do that. So now we have to. No, I'm not contesting. So, but looking at what is coming, looking at alarming numbers of aspirants and all this stuff. If it's not well managed in APC, then the splinter group to other. So I don't think we are going to end up in one party state. Even across the nation, we are not. We shouldn't.
So as you are crossing over from PDP to APC, what should the party expect from you?
Well, I am a grassroots man. Being the pioneer chairman of the Red Group. The Red Movement is a grassroots where we go in down to the down road, mobilize them, come out, register and vote. So I was in K1, we have boundary, we share boundary with them. So I didn't go there in Nigeria and enter villages when I was registering people. So many people have not even seen here about registration of voter card. As age as 70, 75, they say nobody have ever come to this village to ask for. So I went in to see what people are feeling and how they are feeling. I tried to do the pre-registration stuff, which by now I'm moving to 3,000 that have registered. And we are hoping before December we should register like 5,000. But in my ward alone, in the ward in Yewanot, we have more than 10,000 members who really want to register. And then we have the last time. The younger ones are even majority. So they are even more than those that are presently registered. So we have large.
The observation of what we have on ground cut across is that even the polling booths assigned to some of these places are not enough to capture what's on ground. So with what we are just discovering now, do you think votes will count?
Votes will count. Votes will count in the sense that because people really want to participate. In the olden days,
What I'm trying to say, if you are not given opportunity
to register.
even some not to register per se,
Okay.
sometimes you see that the place where they're going to vote is too very far.
It happens in this local government election. There are some people that carry their ballot box. Instead of taking it down to the polling unit, they just organize themselves in a local house and vote. Brought their ballot box. I was the collation officer for PDP in the ward then. I was the collation officer. So they voted. Instead of taking the ballot box down to the marshy area of the Republic for that time. They said, we're not good, they can't go there. They just put themselves inside one room.
Organize themselves.
Telling you.
Is it official?
It's not official. Very, very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. There are some of my team, some of my members were there. Some of my party guys were there. I said, no, why do you do this? Why? You take the ballot. I said, no, they came late. They came around 2 o'clock. And there's no how we can move around 2 down to the... If we move around 2 before we get there, election will have finished. I said, no. So you have...
Okay, so don't you think INEC you have to reorganize and capture many interiors that
they are trying. INEC is trying. I think maybe because this one is OGSEC.
Okay.
Maybe because it's OGSEC. Because the ballots, the sensitive material goes to the collation center at the ward level around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So then they think there's nothing. The election goes to close 2 o'clock. So I think because it's OGSEC, but INEC do probably go decide. We have a politician like us who are ready to do what is needful, and we are not ready for shortcuts. So that's why we are mobilizing our people now in those areas to come out and register. Once they register, they have their details. Who will surely get it.
So what basically have for your party, especially for the who are the candidates of the party in the state, especially as we are seeing kind of maybe loggerheads or is it, I mean the PPC now, like you said, if it's not well managed, some people may have to cross over to, like we have Yayi, very strong, we have JNI, strong, we have the current governor, strong. We have the former governor, Daniel, strong. So with all these powerful politicians, do you think they can manage it?
No, they will, because the man at the helm of affair now, President Tinubu, is a good politician, so he knows how to manage people. And that's why you see people pulling to APC now. You didn't see this one during President Buhari, because he wasn't that point. So, but Tinubu will know what do you want? So he knows before you get there. He knows what he wants, and he knows the kind of people that can give him problems. So let's manage it. So they sit down around table. This, as I'm talking to you now, all the positions they might have narrowed it down to their own calculations, just to bring people. You see, wait, let this man go there. One will give you things. So
everybody will be satisfied.
Everybody will be satisfied. So I think the president is, a very good and noble man for that.
Because the picture being painted to the resident of the Mama of the state is that there's going to be a crisis in APC.
No, I don't see.
When it's get to that state,
I don't see crisis.
So you see people stepping down for
so many will step down. Even before that day, you see people will start going to visit the president. At least now, it's going on. It's not even until the primary. They have started the process now. So you want to contest, we know you want to contest. As it happens in our federal constituency last election, you are not that. So Jenna was there, so many other aspirants were there. So no, Jenna has contested for government, which they begging them to contest for Senate. But now, you cannot see government, you cannot even see Senate. So leave Senate for this. So yeah, you manage, why would I sit down?
You are from Yewa local.
I'm from Yewa North local.
Yes. We have done produce a government.
Yes, the Yewa General. Yes, we have not produced.
So now, do you see Yewa producing the government?
Yeah. Being the kind of person I think in the 21st century we shouldn't narrow it down to regions. Governors should be seeing who can manage the resources. Because we have enormous resources in the state. So whether you are from west, you are from east, you are from central, I don't think that should be a problem. Because it's the management of it. If you see who can manage resources of the state, the state will be one of the best, if not at least very close to what Lagos is making now. So you see what the state is one. So now we should not be too sentimental in deciding who governs the state. But for equity, because when we look at it, so these people have been doing it for years, these people have been doing it, what have not. And in politics too, if you don't look at that, you might end up something else. So we have GNI aspiring to be governor, we have Yayi aspiring to be governor. So in APC I'm talking about. So maybe other people too that have not been coming out. So why in PDP we still have some the like of Ladi Adebutu who said wants to come from where is this Odeda local government, where his father, because they know that he's not going to sell from the east this time around. So he said, oh, I'll come out from my maternal side. So though we know he's from, but under political power, then in ADC we are seeing this guy Rudy Ben who is coming out. So the very young woman played the other thing.
So it's going to be keenly contested.
He's going to be keenly contested. So he's not going to be free for all for it. Though at the end of it all, what I've said that President Tinubu knows his ways. So you must see God will say, no, guys, we need to work together as a team. So let's manage ourselves and form at the end.
So President Tinubu,
APC might have soft landing.
It has the joker.
Yeah, no, well, strategies now when it comes to politics. We know what it has and use it.
So the final, what do you want to tell your lovers and politicians, the progressive, what message do you have for them?
Well, the message,
coming election builder.
The message now is they should now relax. They should not feel relaxed that, oh, we are there, people are coming to us. And so we should mobilize people to come out and register, mobilize our team to come out and register so that we can have that joke at hand. Even if there's going to be any shake-up, we'll be able to fight it and survive it. So we shouldn't overlook at other political parties. So we should work hard and make sure we get enough members to register. So within this 1 year window, so that we can make it very, very productive.
On a final note, if we are given an opportunity to contest in any of those offices, will you contest?
Well, I will. Believe. My main target now is the House of Rep, which I said, which 2097 I'm not going to contest for that because that's it. I need to sit down, put things together, settle down. After 2097. But if given the opportunity, now I'm over ready.
It's nice chatting with Honorable Akinde Kehinde on period of political temperature in Ogun State.